create. Asopao de Pollo y Cerdo. This is a Puerto Rican rice style stew, which I'm going to prepare with chicken and pork. Typically, they do it there with shrimp or, one meat. I'm going to go dual, and I'm going to go 100% natural ingredients, old school. Even my sazon, no artificial colors. It's going to be old school. So I'm going to get some of the ingredients that I will need to prepare my sofrito. And I don't want to go with the traditional preserved sofrito that we do in Puerto Rico. I'm going old school before refrigerators even existed, because when you preserve sofrito, Puerto Rican sofrito, cilantro-based sofrito, which I have a link in the description, you preserve it to save you time. But if you have the natural stuff on hand and you're just doing this once, why not go 100% fresh like they did before refrigerators existed? We didn't have freezers. So what you do is, and because I'm not cooking a lot, I think 1/4 of a large yellow onion will suffice. So just chop it, okay? That's simple. Also for my sofrito, I'm going to use some bell pepper. Some people like green bell pepper when they're doing the big sofrito thing, preserving it and stuff, with some red. I'm going to just go, what about half, if that, of a red pepper. I'm going to chop it into pieces. Don't forget your garlic. It's a 3 or 4 teeth. Garlic is good. And all you have to do is just chop it, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect and pretty. Just chop it into pieces. And of course, have some cilantro. You don't need culantro, but if you have it, also chop some. Not a lot. Just chop it a little bit. You don't have to go crazy or anything like that, okay? Doesn't have to be tiny. Just break it down a little bit. Make sure you have some dry oregano, which you're going to squish with your fingers. So it's not a lot. You just squeeze it and to kind of powder it when you're doing it. And I'm going to show you how to do that, okay? Now it comes to pork and the chicken. Go boneless, skinless, okay? This is like chicken breast. So you're going to cut it in chunks. Kind of rectangle. Very simple, okay? You don't go crazy or anything like that. This is kind of slippery. Do the same with the chicken. Chunks, huh? So I start with a pan, could be cast iron, whatever you want, okay? Preheating. Let me put some salt here. And the reason I didn't put salt into the meat is because I don't want my asopao to be too salty. And you will see I'm going to add salt later. So I have some extra virgin olive oil. Just put a little bit. Don't go crazy. Put a tablespoon. Maybe a tablespoon and a half. And what you're going to do, my friends, is you're going to start with the chicken. This is a medium high. And I'm also going to add the pork. And I'm going to cook these babies, okay? And two cooking methods. Going to simmer them, like with the oil, a little bit of the oil. And then I'm going to stew them. So this allowed the meat and the juices to break out, get a nice color to the meat, nice cooking. The meat won't look too pallid, pallid, like too white. It will have some character. 3 minutes later, let me start flipping stuff around. Cook the other side. Get a little golden color. And I say, let it go for about 2 or 3 minutes, okay? Yeah, a couple minutes later, the stuff is ready. It's not fried or anything like that, you're just cooking it, okay? So let me get it out of the way. You can use any type of pot, but I'm going with the caldero, the Puerto Rican aluminum, cast aluminum. So I'm going to do have this a medium high for now. Just a few drops of extra virgin olive oil, about a teaspoon. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to create my sofrito real time. Okay? If you have it preserved, you don't have to do this. So you go with the onions. Oh my goodness. Starting to smell good. Red bell pepper. Mix it up, mix it up. Getting your sofrito ready. You're going to need some ground oregano, which I like to break down. Oh my God. Breaking it down, see? Move stuff around. Cilantro. Move it around. Woo! It smells real time, fresh, huh? Got it fresh. Now, what I have here, optional. I found some ají dulce, or sweet pepper from the island, and I found it here in Virginia. Somebody gave it to me about a year ago, so I preserved them. And they look square because I put it in ice cubes container. This, you don't need it, but I have it, and I'm going to use it. So those peppers, I literally froze them and preserved them. The garlic. And this one I'm going to do for a few seconds because I don't want it burned. Let me lower the heat to medium. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a grated tomato. Some people use tomato sauce, and this is to create the base. Going from sofrito to base. Also going to add optional some tomato based sofrito that I have left. I have this little bit left. Link in the description. You don't need that, but that's the tomato based sofrito that sometimes people buy in Puerto Rico in, like the Goya brand, and it looks red and people get confused. But it's actually, I made it from scratch, fresh Spanish-based sofrito, tomato braised, Spain style, which are the inventors of sofrito, by the way. So see how this And now I want to add my meat to mix everything else. A little bit of the oil too. Just a little bit, it's not a lot. Strap some of the stuff out. Put it there. And I'm going to mix all these flavors, okay? Mixing it up well. Oh, look at this baby. Let me put the heat to medium high again. Getting those colors. What I'm going to do now is the interesting part. I have my homemade sazon. 100% natural colors, no dyes, no any of that stuff that can make you sick. I'm not saying it's going to make you sick, I'm not a doctor, but that could make you sick. It's not 100% natural. This one is 100% natural. And I'm going to add it now. I'm going to mix it here. And I'm going to add it now on top of that meat. And then I'm going to mix it a little bit more. Fast, because I don't want it burn. And what you're going to do very rapidly is you're going to add your liquid. In my case, it's going to be water. Let's start with 4 cups and work my way up. This is 4 cups. You know what? Let's make it 6. Let's make it 6. Going to move stuff around. See the color, how nice? Natural orange color. Natural orange color. Let me give it a taste. Needs more salt. And you put salt to your taste. Just a little bit. Look at me. Just putting a lot, huh? Going to raise the heat to high. And I'm going to let it simmer, okay? Going to let it simmer. If you feel that you need a little bit more of liquids, now is the time, okay? Maybe you need another cup, half a cup. I put a little bit more. Yep. Let it simmer. When it starts simmering, it's going to take about maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes to get it to the stage. What you're going to do, I got a bay leaf or 2, I'm going to add it now. And I have half a cup of medium rice. Don't go jasmine, don't go bomba, because bomba is going to absorb a lot of water. Go medium size, regular rice, American rice, whatever, but medium size. And you're going to half a cup, and you're going to distribute it around. Don't go crazy. You put too much rice. Once you turn the heat off completely, it's going to absorb almost everything. So keep it simple. I'm going with half a cup. You can go maybe with 3/4 for the amount of food we're cooking here. Let me move this a little bit. I put a lot of water. Maybe I needed another 1/4 cup of rice. And, let it cook. Let it go for about a couple minutes at this high heat. And then reduce it to about maybe a couple notches above medium, okay? I'm going to reduce this a couple notches below medium. And I'm going to cover this baby. It's about 6 minutes later. Oh yeah. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to see this rice is cooked first and foremost. You don't want it crunchy. Need more time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let it cook for another 5 minutes, okay? Maybe another 6 minutes. It's too crunchy. About 5 minutes later, see? This stuff is done. This is what is going to happen when you turn it off and you remove it. It's going to absorb some of that water too, by the way. See? Ready to serve.